What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, and I have a video coming at you today that was a requested video. So you know, when somebody requests a video, I gotta do it. So we are doing a battle of verses, a combo, you versus you, and today's verses is going to be the timber, which man, it's been getting a little beaten. I've been using it. You can see it's been taking some beating, but we're gonna do the Timber Western Outlaw verse, and I'm glad this guy said this because I love bringing it out every time. I love bringing it out. The Cold Steel Wild West Bowie, Wild West Bowie. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So here we go. We're gonna pit up a couple of the bad boys. Big bad buoys, the big bad wolf buoys up against each other. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take snippets from my original videos on these because the edges were both brand new. You know what I mean? Everything was both brand new. They were both out of the box, and I want to show you out of the box how they both performed against each other. You know, we'll just tally it up like that. And then what we'll do is we'll go outside with the edges very used, and I have not sharpened either one of these since I bought them, and we are going to go ahead and swing them into some Crizzap to see how they both held up, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's do this. Let's do a little side-by-side comparison. All right, so let's do it like this here. I'll stab myself in the face. That would have been funny. All right, so here we go. This is the Wild West versus the Timber Rattler. Now, this is a budget buoy, right? You get these dirt cheap. You get these not dirt cheap, but not over the top expensive either, right? So let me see. Let me see here. So this is what we're looking at, length for length. They're pretty identical in size. The real difference between the two is going to be in handle contouring, and I have to say, as much as I love this, the handle contouring in this is not bad. I mean, it is a really well fit handle. They did a lot of nice work pulling the shape out of that. This is your classic Wild West style. For me, I kind of love it. I love that this one has ridges here instead of being completely round. It's ridged out, so it really fits in the little dents of your hand to keep it from spinning. Remember, square doesn't spin as easy as round. However, even though this is rounder, it still feels really nice in the hand. The guards are obviously different. You know, here you have an upswept guard, here you have an S guard, both brass, both awesome. This one does have a choil, so you can choke up. This one does not. However, the oversized ricasso right here gives plenty of space when you need to choke up. Steel for steel, the Cold Steel is just so much better. These were stored in the same exact place, and this one got some oxidation on it. You can see there. I'm gonna have to clean that up a little bit. I had some flooding in the basement, and I didn't check my blades, and so this one got a little bit of oxidation on it. Who cares? It's still going to work the same. And then you have just blade shape, all out blade shape. This is a full bellied shape. You can see that the belly on that just hangs. It is so freaking beautiful. Where this one has more of a streamlined build, and I have to say it's really good looking. Feel for feel, how do they feel overall in the hand? Not just grip, but weight. They feel pretty. I mean, both feel really nice. With this one, when you hold it in your hand, you can see where my finger is on the guard, but not on the upper part of the guard. It means you'd have to hold it like at an angle way back like this to get your hand on the guard, where this is the natural grip. So you have really good hand positioning here, where you get a nice brace, but here it wants to shift when you use it because of that supreme angle right there. Whereas here, if you notice, I'm holding it straight, right? same straight. And you see how my hand is rested against the guard on both sides. That makes for a better grip when you're chopping, when you're swinging, when you're twirling, anything you're doing. Having your hand pressed evenly against the guard is obviously going to be better. So, you know what I mean? It's like you get a nice woman, you want to evenly press against her because it's better. So that's pretty much where you're at. They both have beautiful upsweeps in the heel. This one obviously is an add-on. You can see right there the full tang comes all the way in. This one, the full tang is right here. There's nothing that can break off. This is just a nice piece. All in all, if I put each one in my hand and decided which one was I going to use, hardcore in the woodlands, because this one has a slipped grip due to that, I would definitely take this one out. And then steel for steel, I just know that this is just far better. Now, I do have individual videos on these, so if you want to see the entire videos, you just go on there. Now, as far as sheaths, both are leather, and both do the job correctly. This sheath is not just better material, but it's smarter made. And why is it smarter made? Okay, they're both facing the same direction, right? Notice the straps. This strap is along the spine. This strap goes along the edge, which means removing the blade, you take the edge against your strap. Knife makers, especially budget knife makers, do this all the time. I will never understand why. If you have a guard on top, you should have a strap on top. This one also comes with a lanyard hole and lanyard, and it is a dangler. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to go over a little bit of video that's already been taken with these, brand new out of the box video, and then we'll fire it up outside. So hold on. All right, so we have this cold steel Wild West Bowie, and I was out there in the snow. And it makes things hard and rigid, and it's harder to do a knife review when it's absolutely freezing. But this knife was just so good. Let's get out of there. And it came absolutely shave sharp. And I was having a good old time knocking the hair off my arm with that one. So did it come sharp? Oh, it came sharp. Hold on. So I did a little rope cut, and the rope was frozen, so it's not the greatest test, but I mean, I literally pressed the knife against the rope, and it just ate straight through it. I mean, I pressed it against it, and that was it. And then I remember, like, fishing for dollars, I was finding all kinds of stuff to whack at, and it's just, there's no swing. There's no swing at all, and the belly of this knife just did all the damage all by itself. So then it was chop time, and chop time, it was like animalistic. The cold steel Wild West Bowie can knock through wood faster than a teenager with a Sears catalog. I mean, it was just immaculate. Look at this. It was devastating. Abso-freaking-lutely devastating. But yeah, I mean, that pretty much speaks for itself. The knife is an absolute beast. Look at this, man. Ooh, doggy, peel it like a freaking cucumber. And oh, we did a little curl test right here. Oh, look at feather sticking with a giant Bowie. Of course you can. Of course you can. Why? Because it's the cold steel Wild West Bowie. The Wild Wild West. So, yeah, man. I said, yeah, man. This thing is just a beast. So, of course, if we're doing everything, we're going to baton. Now, notice I'm on like a bouncy piece of wood there. That's not how you baton. I just needed to be in the camera. The knife, it's hard to baton through a piece of wood while it's on something bouncy. But again, this was the cold steel Wild West Bowie, and it literally, I never even had to baton through it. I never had to bond through it. I started at the top and the thing just split wide open because of that beautiful shape. And just like that, I went halfway to the halfway point and it just split all by itself. Awesome, awesome knife is this Cold Steel Wild West Bowie. Alright, so you know it's not going to be a D-bad video with a gigantic knife that's not made for throwing if I don't throw it. So, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. It's a throwing knife, guys. This knife is just awesome. I mean, that thing is just great. I love it. So yeah, so that was day one, man. I'm literally watching the video the same as you guys are right now, and I'm just like, oh yeah, it's nice. It's just great. It's just a great knife. But we're doing a versus, so let's check out its competition. So here we have the old Western Outlaw. We had it wasn't as cold on this day, so let's test that sharpness. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. This guy's just mental. Now you see that I had to saw. I had to saw to try and get through this rope, and it was frozen. It was still cold. It wasn't as bad as it was when I had that other one out, but it chopped okay through the rope. But the natural edge that came with it out of the box, it was not shave sharp, and there was no way I was doing a push cut, but it did get through the rope. Remember, this is a chopping, fighting Bowie. All Bowies are fighting Bowies, but this one in particular is more built to rip out of your side for something like that, and it's good to be used as a short arm machete. So it didn't come razor sharp, but for what it's made for and for the price you get it for, it really didn't need to. All right, so it was chop time, and apparently I decided to take my own sweet time. Well, maybe I wasn't doing a chop. Maybe I was doing a little baton. So here it is. It's a skinny piece, but you can see that it was, I mean, just easy. Remember, an axe edge isn't razor sharp, and it's made to go through wood, so you don't need a razor sharp edge to baton with. You just need something big and strong. The more heft in the blade, the faster you're going to be able to baton through things, because the weight is going to help. So that right there, I mean, it's pretty simple. That is self-explaining simpleness right there. And I am my own dictionary, so while I sit here and make up words, y'all just sit here and pretend they already exist. My simpleness, my simplest, the thing just works. All right, so here we have a smaller stick, and of course, can we feather stick with it? Even though it's not razor sharp, can we pull some? Of course we can. I said it wasn't razor sharp. I didn't say it wasn't sharp. The thing is still cut, and you know what I mean? Like I say, you could feather stick with a sharpened spoon. So as long as you have an edge on there, something to catch the wood with, you will be able to feather stick. And doing stuff like this, like making spear points and things like that with that big blade, it's just so easy. You remove more stuff faster, and that's the key, is getting it done with expending the least amount of energy as possible in a survival situation. That's what you want, because you might not have enough food to waste all your energy. So now we're looking at that same log, right? And you can see the chop. Look at the difference from the Cold Steel. This is the same log, and I guess it was pretty much almost the same time of year, just about. So the conditions are almost equaled. The log is equaled, but you can see the difference in the chop if you even rewind it, or if you can't remember what just happened with that Cold Steel. While this one does a good job, it wasn't even close. I mean, the Cold Steel absolutely shredded this log. It shredded it. And while this one can chop, man, that Wild West Bowie is off the freaking charts. Oh wait, I'm in Massachusetts. It's off the charts. It's off the charts, Dawny says. Hey Dawny, get your knife out here and chop some wood. Oh yeah. All right, so there you go, guys. There you go. It gets the job done. Just doesn't get the job done as well. And of course, we had to go spin this thing 5 yards. And again, while it's not made to throw, sometimes if you put it in the hands of the right guy, ba-boom, the thing will throw. All right, so we saw it chop, we saw him cut, we saw them both throw, we saw this and that. Now let's go do a little chopping with a used edge on each. And that's what we're going to do right now, so let's go do it. I almost forgot, guys. I wanted to show you something. I decided to change up the paint on the old D-Bad rig here. And I went back to my roots and went more Army style. I think I have to get you from the other side because of this sun. So I did the tan with the black accents on my little monster truck. And you can see the lights too. I did all the new lights, and those came out really cool, right? The only ones I have left to do are the headlights. The Stormtrooper's still in there, right? Still got the big black mutters. Did all that, new lights there. Did the grill, just like that. I still got that sunrise. Now it's crazy because the dogs will walk straight under my car, and that's a 140-pound dog walking underneath a truck. So not too bad, man. Not too bad. The tan in this light, it almost looks yellow, but it's not. It's that military tan. And I figure I miss my old MRAP, and I miss my Humvee out there in the stand. So I figure, why not bring it back to me just a little bit, you know? So a little update on the old beast right there, the beast from the Middle East. And of course, you know, gotta keep it right. Gotta keep it right. My OEF. So the Jeep is awesome. It is awesome. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, I got you all set up. So this is how we do it. All right, so we got our blades, we got our log, we got our big hunk of wood. Let's get going. First, we're gonna use this the old timber rattler. The dogs, make sure they're around. Gotta do the daily dog check. All right, let's first get rid of that, and let's get rid of that. So now we're good to go. Let's do a little damage here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Punishing. So I mean, it's a hitter, man. This thing is good. I'm sure if I put enough power into this one, I could get through. It's not hard to beast with this blade. It's really not hard. It's a very good swinger. It's tough. It's tough as nails. You know, when you're doing the okay grip and you're swinging, then this becomes less of a problem. When you're hitting solid, it wants to roll, but it's barely. I mean, my job is to find something to complain about, right? Or something to be honest about that might not let you believe that the thing's 100% perfect. Damn dog's still under the truck. But if I was gonna have any complaint, that's what it would be. This one's harder to find a complaint about, other than the fact that, like any typical S-guard knife, I don't know if you can hear it, it will loosen a little bit, but generally when you hold it, your hand is against it anyway. So let's see this guy. Holy mackerel. Oh my gosh, I think I'm already ready. Oh, almost. I was almost ready to chop straight through. I had a lot of girth on the other side. I didn't even think about that. Man. So I love this. There isn't a piece about this that I don't love. Let's see, I don't even know if that's in the shot because I'm behind it. It's just a a couple of really, really capable blades. And I mean, anything you need to get done with them, they're gonna do. It's just, you know what I mean? They're two awesome freaking knives. Awesome freaking knives. The thing is, this one is just far more awesome. I have to say, this has got this beautiful shape. I love the sweep here. I think it's really good looking. The steels are not comparable. They're not comparable. The cold steel is just a far superior knife as far as materials and composition. I mean, the way it works, the thing is just great. It's a great knife. But I mean, you want to see a versus? That's a versus right there. So it gets done, y'all. It gets done. These things are two blades that I'm proud to own, and I most likely will never get rid of either, but definitely not this one. This one is one of my forever knives. I don't get rid of my knives though, so I don't do like oh, this is I've used this one a lot, so I'm gonna do a giveaway with it. No, if I'm gonna give away a knife, it's gonna be something brand new, most likely that I already own and wanna, you know, get one out to the world. But my knives are my knives. So even though this one is a better knife, that doesn't mean this one doesn't belong in my collection. No, sirree, Bob and Ted and Joe and whoever else is watching. Just great, man. Just great. So if you're looking for a straight up chopper and you want something that's going to be good enough to get anywhere, you can go ahead and pick up this budget knife and you'll be very, very happy with it. You'll be very happy with it. If you need something that's going to be able to do finer work and something that's going to be a chopper and a cutter and you know, and last forever, and then spend the extra money, get yourself a Wild West Bowie. If these are the two that you're looking at and you're thinking, man, which one do I want? I have to say, man, this is an all day decision for me right here. I mean, just all day. Donna, be all day. So that's it. That's it. Those are the blades that were asked to be done. So those are the blades that I got done. Does that make sense? Look at that. Look at that. Couple of big old steel beauties right there. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I'm Donnie B all day. And until next knife.